at this crew of people. Everybody stand up. Joe, put them up. Put them down. Put them up. Put them down. Put them up. Put them down. Joe. While jumping, put them up. Put them down. Put them up. Put them down. You can sit down now. The little thing about exercise, and that's the reason why Tracy has me here today, because I'm here to talk about the fitness and the food, and how important that is, and how that's a priority above and beyond the money. Because this is a summit about a company that's multi-level marketing. We have a multi-level marketing aspect to Beachbody now, of course, obviously, that's why you're all here. Because the economy is pretty bad. We want to use this as a means to help each other and, provide a good income for our family and for ourselves so that we can live large and do what we want to do when we want to do it and not have to be under the thumb of the man. Yeah. So some of you are pure coaches. That's all you do anymore. Others still have jobs and are doing this on the side. Am I right about that?
Yep.
When I was growing up, at 20. Well, I think I'll take my time. When I was growing up in my family, the biggest stressor, that's the word, was money. All the time. The biggest arguments between my mom and dad were about money, about my father's job, about investments, about, what we can afford, what we couldn't afford, what the kids could have, what the kids couldn't have. And sometimes we had money and sometimes we didn't. My father was in the military when I was a little kid, and so after that he was a salesman. My father was a sales rep, much like what you guys are doing. But he was selling plastic parts to air conditioning units and other, plastic molded parts for airplane seats, and all kinds of crazy stuff. So he traveled all over New England, and he went from job to job to job. He worked for Owens Corning Fiberglass, and with a company called Premix, and with every company there was a promotion, and the company would go under. A couple of them went Chapter 11 or something. So it was this constant battle in our house about money. And it created such stress in our lives. I didn't know. My parents tried to protect us from that for the most part, growing up, because they wanted us to have these great little lives. They didn't want us to freak out about those types of things. And there was always plenty of Christmas gifts under the tree. Sometimes they pay cash, and sometimes they put it on credit cards. But the one thing I want to say that's, I think, most important is the fact that both my parents had cancer. And my mother's going through chemo. She's been through 4 treatments. My father had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and was treated and is in remission. But yesterday he had a tumor take out of his stomach. And they don't know if it's benign or malignant or what, but they have to test it. So the only thing that my parents want right now is health. That's what they want now. And they might, I don't know what the prognosis is. My dad's been in remission for a while. My mother's got stage 4 lung cancer, and, the prognosis is not great. But, all those years of stressing about money didn't prevent them from going through what they're going through right now. So this whole weekend is about how to build your business, how to make more money, so you get more stuff. You can have a nicer house and a better car. And when I came into this, when I discovered fitness initially, I was a 98-pound weakling that got kicked in the face. Just at random, for no purpose. Hey, you look like a guy whose face I need to kick. No, I was the kid that got beat up at a bus stop. I was a C- student. I had a speech impediment growing up, and I was pretty insecure. And I was nobody special in high school. Ann can verify that. We went to high school together. By the way, Ann won $1,000 last month. About a year ago, I forced Ann. I said, Ann, we were skiing together. I said, Ann, you have to be power 90. Oh, I don't know, I'm 50. You're going to do it, I'm going to punch you in the face. That's it. So she felt very threatened by that. And she did it. And she struggled. And your life is completely different, as are so many people in this room. So it's about pushing play, it's about bringing it, it's about being committed, it's about the willpower, it's about choosing the right things over the wrong things. Because you can make all the money in the world, but if you're stressing out about the wrong things, I don't know, I can't guarantee longevity, I can't guarantee perfect health.